Welcome to Patch Notice. I'm your host, Jacky. Let's get into the update that Valve have dropped on us for the 15th of August. Firstly, they've added another new hero to the game. Introducing Shiv, the chin chopper himself. Looking to cut up all the fresh meat on the streets of New York, Shiv has a crazy kit with loads of mobility, a very aggressive playstyle, and overall looks to be a very fun hero to play. Up first, let's have a look at his one. Serrated Knives, a throwing knife that will deal damage and slow enemies and will deal more damage based on the stacks of rage that you've got. If you're at full rage, it will actually ricochet and slow other enemies down whilst making them bleed. His 2 Slice and Dice allows you to charge towards enemies and do a ton of damage as you impact into them. Combo that with Bloodletting, the fact that he basically has free damage mitigation and self-healing on hand is absolute insanity. It really feels like Shiv's coming into Deadlock to potentially be one of the best in the business. Lastly then, let's talk about Killing Blow, his ultimate. Changed of course from the initial pre-release ultimate that he had if you dug around in the console. Now, Killing Blow is effectively just an execute. He does look a little bit like Axe, and yeah, he can execute if he wants to ask you a question. That question is, are you gonna die if you're below 25% HP? The answer, yes. Outside of his actual weaponry, his kit also has some great movement abilities. Even just his base overall gameplay feels really fun to work with. In the same vein that Viscous feels unique in how he's this gooey ball of terror, you've got Shiv who feels like he's a well-oiled, sharp tool of destruction. His design's got so much personality to it, and it feels like there was a lot of love that went into creating Shiv. He's got such a cool style to him, very reminiscent of the rockabilly Japanese style, with a constant head bob and a sleek overall design. Go try out Shiv. Okay, enough glazing Shiv. Let's have a look at what else has changed in tonight's update, as there's actually been quite a substantial amount. Firstly, let's get under the hood of the map changes. Bounce pads. An unexpected addition makes its way to New York. New movement options have popped up all over the map. Some of them you'll see on screen now, providing far more options for quick rotates, new verticality, and different ways to take fights in previously unexplored regions of the map. You've got quick escapes from down towards the underground shops, and different ways to peek now in elevated positions. A really nice update. Following on from this, they've also tweaked the base. Again, nowhere near as drastically as what we'd seen in the past, but just providing you different avenues to get deeper down towards your walkers on the yellow and purple lanes respectively. You've now got tunnels that you can roam through if you need to make a quick reposition, say if troopers are pushing your base or if you're looking to flank round the back and make a play off the back of it. Flanking is actually a key word in tonight's update with all of the overall changes that have been made. There's so many new angles for you to fight from. New rooftops, new juke closets, new corridors, hell, new everything. It almost feels like the map has been given a V2 pass with just how much visually and gameplay wise has been updated. On screen now is the map of new rooftop locations that have been added inside of tonight's update. 4 brand new rooftops for you to fight from, and that's not even touching on the fact that there's new catwalks and connecting corridors scattered around the streets of New York. It feels like playing with height from range and with verticality was a big focus in tonight's update, alongside supporting movement. With Shiv's kit and the new bounce pads alongside the new roofs, it really feels like Valve want you to get aggressive and play with pace, something that Deadlock seems to have written into its DNA. They also overhauled the yellow fireman's building, making it feel more reminiscent to what we have over on the purple lane in terms of the church/cathedral, giving it an overall similar layout in terms of the openings that you can get in and out of, restricting opportunities of you being caught in the jungle with no options for outplay. Overall, a pretty nice change actually. AP refunding. People were using AP refunding to get their ability points back whilst being able to cast spells, use actives, and generally do things that weren't intended. Valve have resolved that now. But they didn't stop there. Valve also made it so there's no longer a spectate limit on games. They overhauled the shop with a brand new built-in system displaying all of your stats, lore about the character and weapon that you're playing as, shows off what items build into what other items, alongside giving even more power to the players in terms of community builds, suggesting what abilities to pick up, crosshair customization, magic carpets, other items alongside it as well. Valve went above and beyond in terms of the quality of the features they added and the support for the community. The Soul Urn finally gets an update from its old Neon Prime model with the ridiculous parachute to the new, crazy looking Celestial Rift, almost as if the urn's coming down from the beacon of some sort of spirit deity itself. Really nice overhaul on that one that fits the Deadlock vibe. Ricochet had a bug fix where the extra bullet was coming from the user's gun rather than the target, so now it really is ricocheting. Teleporting with the urn has finally been fixed as well, so that pesky bug allowing players to dip into the TP with the urn on their back and quickly peace out into another lane has finally been removed from the game. Arctic Beam at tier 3 has had a bug fix in which its range wasn't correctly calculating when it was supposed to have additional range added off the back of items. Also, for you Infernus mains, holding mouse 1 after flame dashing will now allow you to shoot without releasing and then pressing mouse 1 again. Seismic's Impact and Siphon for Abrams has also had better visuals added to the game in terms of visual clarity. Next up, let's listen to some of the audio changes that have come in tonight's update. We'll start here with Haze and Smoke Bomb.
Moving into position. Time to disappear.
Gun sounds have also changed in tonight's update, so have a listen. Wraith's tracers were updated so that they should be more connected to the bullets than it previously looked like they were. Lady Geist has also had new improved visual effects added for her ultimate. Infernus has better performance off the back of some tweaks being made to his gun. Sleep Dagger for Haze was also tweaked with a different model and a new sound.
Sweet dreams. Bedtime for you.
Following on from that, we had language support for quite a few different languages inside of tonight's update, giving localization support for many different regions. Talking of regions, matchmaking for all regions will now start 1 hour earlier. That's more time to lock it in. When you want to lock it in, you can now set priority of preferred, your primary pick, and your general hero pick out of your free picks for heroes, giving you a little bit more choice and control in matchmaking. The teleporter also underwent some changes in tonight's update. You will not be stopped from teleporting when taking damage now. However, it will take 5 seconds to channel the teleport. You'll also have to be within 30 meters to deal damage to walkers, and those walkers have had their HP buffed by 15%. Base Guardian's HP has also gone up by 20%. And the Patron has a 30% damage buff when vulnerable, alongside a new multi-target attack similar to Torment Pulse. That is cool. And lastly, the Curiosity Shop has been given an alternative theme. Have a listen to it here. If you'd like to listen to the full song, it's available on the Dead Air channel and linked below in the description. But that's it for your patch notice. We're going to be going deeper on tonight's patch with myself and Blank on the Dead Air podcast tomorrow, so tune in for that every Saturday. For now though, I've been your host Jacky. Thank you for watching Patch Notice here on Dead Air. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.